Bradley!
Wait, no.
Shall I try that again? Try and do them time and sync.
Yeah.
Bradley! Oh, mate, that was beautiful.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, my friend. How the devil are you?
Well, it's been a long time since we've spoken to each other. So much so that I'm standing up as opposed to last week's. You know, we are completely different times. I am doing very well. I am just happy to be here, as a wise man once said. And how the devil are you?
Shout out to the last podcast. Very, very well, mate. All is well. All is well. I'm very excited because tomorrow we're going to EUIC. I'm even more excited.
That's right.
It is true,
episode
though.
17.
I love so much that you got the number correct. I just I was mate. Yes, mate. Tomorrow, EUIC. Yes, the hype is real. You're all packed. You're packed, right?
Stop it. My books are in my rucksack. I'm just happy to be here. I got my you know what? It's been a mad couple of days, but we are fully packed and we're ready to go. Nintendo Switch is fully charged, Nintendo DS is fully charged, my laptop's charged. All of our reservations for our hotel have been sorted and procured.
It's hype, man.
Yeah, we're just happy. We're just really, really happy. You got the thing I sent you, right? Our matching Pokemon pajamas.
Yeah. First thing I packed.
Great.
With the books. Yeah, with the books.
We got a lot of books.
Well, I got 5 from last week's sponsor with the Canada Library. I got 5.
That's right. That's right.
That's what it was. Right. It was 5 books. If you mention Pokécast with Brad and Mike, to the clerk or the receptionist or the librarian, because we're in a library. There you are. You've got Bradley is showing us a Happy Veluza Pokemon card.
Oh, shout out to last episode. Oh, what a lovely episode that was. Absolute chaos.
I've still got the giggles. Giggles.
Do I. It was like it was 10 minutes ago.
There's the Wingle laugh again.
I love it. Before we kick off this episode of the podcast with Brad and Mike,
go on,
we have one pack of Stellar Crown that we didn't open last week. So we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna really.
Did we open up 5 packs and last?
We opened 5 packs, yeah.
Oh, we did one at the beginning, 4 during the podcast, right? I've got you. Okay.
That's right. So there's your little code for today.
Cheeky code card for those that are watching.
I can't wait to hear where you're up to in the manga, by the way.
I can't wait to share it.
Yeah, a week later, I'm sure you've got some more stories to tell.
I've got this.
All right.
Tears
of joy.
What a type energy. Wooloo, Salandit, Diplin. That wasn't a Hydropple, by the way. There he is! You knew I was going to say it. Unreal. Diplin. Pansia. The Papaya Berry. Popeye Berry. Into the main...
Payappa.
To you too, sir. Main Shao. Gravity Gemstone. Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go. Has he got fire? We're into the reverse slot. Reverse Hoothoot. It's gorgeous, mate. Reverse Charcadet and another Hollow Raging Boss. He's happy to be here. He's happy to be here. On Ancient Pokemon, Bradley, do we have something for today's sponsor? Of a similar theme.
Wow, we're just launching into. I mean, we're gonna pay the bills, don't we? We do have to pay the bills. We do. Not the cleanest segue you've done. Last week's was so good that I didn't even know. Like, it was so good. It was so good. Okay, so. Are
you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. Right. I'm just preparing because I got something that you'll like as well. Right. Okay. So, today's sponsor, all right, is the laboratory on Cinnabar Island. That's right. We're going all the way back to Generation 1. And if you mention the Pokécast with Brad and Mike upon reception, you will get a free fossil to convert to a Pokemon of your choice. That's right. So if you would like, again, this is Generation 1, but if you would like a Kabuto or an Omanyte... Wait, hold on. Sorry. One sec.
You just get... Okay, so the sponsors
and Relicanth.
Shut up, man.
Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Relicanth is being introduced in Generation 1. That's right. Where it all began. The original legendary fossil Pokemon is now on Cinnabar Island. Limited time only, guys. So get down to Cinnabar Island and mention the Pokécast with Brad and Mike. Relicanth, Relicanth, Relicanth.
Yeah. Relicanth it is. Relicanth it is.
I want a Relicanth stuffed plushie now.
Oh my god.
Like a big one where I can just hold on to him. What are you thinking?
Well, they have sitting plushies at Pokemon Center.
No way.
Not that I've ever seen, I don't think, but imagine if there's an actual Relicanth sitting plushie there. Because they've got one for every single Pokemon. If Relicanth's there, mate, you have to lock into this Pokemon Center.
I would scream.
Oh my lord.
I would scream. Oh, but that just reminded me. Do you want to... I just want to do a little bit of a shout out to your missus, Becca. Have you got any of her pictures that she's been drawing Pokemon related near you?
Oh yes, yeah, right.
I just want to show the Babas her artwork, and I was going to ask if you could ask your lovely wife if she could draw a Relicanth. Oh god, it's a Blastoise all over again.
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so let me give context to those that are listening, right? So Becca.
We just for everyone listening, Becca, Pokemon Trainer Mike is showing on camera Becca's drawings, which she's been really into recently, right? And she's made something specifically for you.
She's been doing this like kind of, I think it's like alcohol paint pens or something, that description anyway. But she's gotten this new kind of art style that she's been doing, and it's wonderful what she's been doing. Some of the books, and she made PTM this beautiful picture. I'm going to see if I can try and get it all in shot with the microphone. Let me get the microphone over here so I can still talk to you.
Oh my god.
How incredible is that?
She is really talented.
She's unreal. So for those that can't see, I would recommend you come and watch this on YouTube so you can see it.
That's Torterra though.
Torterra, I know, right? Torterra's on another level. So Becca has drawn me, the kind of like my channel mascot of me, right in the middle of this A3 piece of paper, piece of card, and all 6 of my favourite Pokemon. So we've got Charizard, Ash Greninja, Swampert, Torterra, Shiny Metagross, and Heracross.
That is beautiful.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Wow. And based off of this, I was going to ask the lady herself, or maybe you could.
Go on. Ask her
if she could draw me a Wingull or a Relicanth.
Draw you a Wingull or a Relicanth. I'm sure we can try and make something work.
Oh, that would be incredible. Oh.
No, not Bradley as a Wingull.
No, I don't want to become a Wingull.
Well, I mean, she's already drawn it.
No, Becca, no. No, I can't stop.
I'm sure she could do. I'm sure she could sort.
Oh, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Oh, Michael.
What a time to be alive, mate. I'm so excited for tomorrow. You've got no idea, mate. I'm literally gonna see you tomorrow. Literally gonna see you tomorrow.
You're gonna get on the train. We're gonna get off the train together, and we're gonna like run up to each other and be like, "Hey!" Last time, just so you guys know, last time at EUIC, it was the first time that I went to an event, and I didn't actually have the event pass or anything. I was just literally in the foyers,
loitering in the corridors. Weren't you? Gotta love you.
Just to see Pokemon Trainer Mike, and upon leaving after the day, the train. I had to get on the train like so quickly. It just arrived. I was running late, and like we had the most quickest hug ever. Like we wanted to have a nice long hug, and we did. By the way, don't worry. to the live Pokécast episode, which was I think episode 10, or it was around that episode.
Yeah.
We managed to have a nice long good old hug.
I know you were like running for your train last time. It was like a mad rush for you to get on that train, wasn't it?
It was so sad, but
like,
this time we're gonna be with each other for like 3 days. It's gonna be amazing,
lush, mate. It's gonna be so much fun, mate.
I'll tell you what Pokemon Training Mike and I are like. We're so bad, by the way. So when I went up at Christmas time to see Pokemon Trainer Mike, I got the train up from my brothers to Newcastle, North Gala region, okay, and I saw his family, and it was absolutely lovely, and then we went out, which we shouldn't have done, to a shop, to a Pokemon shop, a shop where we could buy or procure cards. The problem with Pokemon Trainer Mike and I is that we kind of hype each other up. And, you know, our bank accounts, they don't smile favorably. So we go in, right, and we buy like, I don't know, 100 and something pounds worth of Pokemon cards, right? And at Smith's. We go into the car, get our seatbelts on, and we're like, oh, there was one more, though. There was one more £40, you know, Ogerpon kind of pack, right? And we were looking at each other going, no. Look, we got plenty. Michael starts driving a little bit. We go up to the shop before we turn out, and it's just closing. And we're looking at each other like, I don't know, maybe. And then Michael's like, are you going to go for it? And I'm like, no, yeah.
Seatbelts off, door flings open. Like, Bradley runs into the door.
Like, I need, because the guy, there was security outside going, what? I'm like, I just need one thing. And we go in and we get it, and then I pull fire. Bit. I pulled absolute fire from it.
I didn't build a single thing, and you continued to pull cracker stuff, mate. It was insane. So, Bradley.
Yes.
I need to give an update where we are in the manga adventure. Go on now.
You certainly. So, just to refresh my mind, because it's not so fresh in my mind. Where were we last time? I think that was X and Y, or X in the house, and
exactly. So we were in Vanville town, and the whole house is like getting destroyed off the reverberating of the fighting of Zerd. Exactly that from Xerneas and Yveltal, and then Earthquake, Team Flare outside battling various other things, and we kind of tailed the episode off there. So where we are now.
Where are we now? Because Kangaskhan, the Mega Evolution happened. Little Joey in the pouch came out. Oh my god! And now, what happened?
So
what's next?
So I'm gonna get you here because I've read this bit. No. So. So house is destroyed, right? So X has got no they need to get out, right? Because they understand that Team Flare is now targeting them as a group, so they need to move. So. The four friends are there. Now, in the backyard of Serena's house, they have a Rhyhorn, right? Because in Kalos, Rhyhorn racing is a thing, right? So everyone's on race. It's not horse racing, it's Rhyhorn racing, right? That's a thing. That's a thing, right? So Serena's mom's Rhyhorn's in the garden. They take the Rhyhorn or with them. And essentially pulls a small cart, I think it is, or it might be on its back. It's kind of like this a flat bit of plywood where X is sat on, but he's completely covered up because he doesn't want to see anybody still in this sullen state. Kangaskhan is walking behind him with all of them, right? So they're traversing on to the next town, which is called Aqua something town, if memory serves.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. What happened with the Houndoom and?
Oh, that's a really good shout, right? So the Mega Evolution happened. Kangaskhan kicked him in the next week. Team Flare retreated at this point.
Okay.
It's a good point to come back to. So they've retreated. They've retreated. Xerneas and Yveltal they understand that the powers are equal.
Yeah.
And what you perceive to think is because they know they're equal, they're just going to get worn out, battling each other. Yeah. So they kind of move away from each other and disappear.
Okay? Right. Okay.
So there's no giant battle going on.
Right.
There's no battle with Team Flare. New day. Yep. So they're packed up. Yeah. They're leaving to the next city, which is Aquamarine Town or something like that. I think is the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as they're walking, Trevor, which is one of the friends of the five, goes to a flashback of him having a conversation with Professor Sycamore, which is Kalos's professor, and he's entrusted him with 3 Pokemon. the Kalos starters, Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin. His idea is if you can get X to train have a new friend or train a new Pokemon, it might bring him back out of his shell, right? So
not he hasn't talked anymore.
Exactly, sort of right. You've got it. So he's got them tucked away in his bag. He hasn't talked about that yet. Okay. What he realizes that he's walking during this flashback is during the lateral battle with Xerneas and Yveltal that's been going on, he's actually lost one of the Pokeballs with Fennekin in. Don't know where it is. They looked around the building, the structures where things are broken, couldn't find it. So he only has 2 Pokeballs with him. The Fennekin's been lost, right? Also, as part of that battle, one of the other the girls that's there called Shauna, she had a Furfrou. Her dream is to open like a salon to do like grooming a Furfrou. That Furfrou gets lost in the collateral war of that battle as well. So Shauna's lost basically a partner Pokemon, and they've lost a Pokeball with Fennekin in at this point. Okay.
And that battle, what was that? Was that the 2 legendary battle? Or was that when the
because they were like because the Earth's breaking, like it's nuclear war type stuff,
and
right?
That's why the Fennekin's lost, and that's why her partner Pokemon's lost.
You've got it. You've got
it. Understood.
So they're walking up to the next town, and they're getting there, and Shauna's like, I don't really want to camp out. And Y, or Serena, is like, don't worry, I've got it under control. As they approach the city, an old lady's there, and she owns the inn that's in the city. She's like, we've been waiting for you. Come on in. So everyone comes in. X stays in like his little rug, whatever you want to call it, still hidden for what's going on. Okay. Now, inside, the 3 of them go upstairs to bed. The other 3. Serena is talking to the lady there, kind of saying like, look, this is what's going on. I really want to get X indoors because of what's happened. Like you said, a lot going on. Like we should bring him in. And she's like, well, he's had a lot on today. Maybe you should just leave him, let him just gather his thoughts or whatever. And she's like, no, I really want to get him in. And then she's forced him to say, no, you leave him there. And she's like, hang on a second. Then she suddenly gets attacked. This is Serena talking to the inn lady inside the inn. She gets attacked by a Spritzy, which is a fairy-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 6, knocking her against the wall. Okay?
Right.
So Serena's like, what's going on here? And they hear kerfuffle going on outside, and Team Flare are back. And now that they've seen the Mega Stone being used in battle in the previous chapter, they now want to seize it and want the power for themselves. So Kangaskhan...
To be clear, though, they wanted that from the get-go anyway, right?
So they had a suspicion of what it was.
Oh, but
now that they've seen it, and you've got it. You've absolutely got it. So Kangaskhan, X's Pokemon, is pinned on the ground, right? Diggersby with its massive hand, humongous, he has, is pinning Kangaskhan to the ground, right?
Pure power,
literal pure power. And they're trying to get Little Kang in the Mega Stone off them.
It's just horrible.
And that's where it ended.
Wow. So from last episode to this episode, Team Flare were unsuccessful at the house raid, basically, is what happened.
You've got it, yeah.
And then the 2 legendary Pokemons, they sort of, they were like, right, all right, look, nothing's going to happen here. All right, let's go away, see if we can figure out another way to sort of beat each other or whatever we're going to do, right? Yep. So that dispersed.
Yep.
And then X with his sort of group of friends, they're traversing to the next town, but obviously in the ruckus and in all the destruction that has been happening, there's been some Pokemon that have been lost. There's been some partners that have been lost, and well, they've got to press on anyway. Now they're at the end where they were expected, sort of thing, and well, something's happening. Well, and in ladies being a bit suspicious as well, and then oh no, out of nowhere, Team Flare show up again. They know that the Mega Armlet is a real thing now. This is confirmed, and they're here prepared for them so that they can take it and acquire it. Wow, it's
wild, isn't it?
That is wild.
I'm interested to see. I can't remember how they fight them off this time, or if they do. So I'm interested to see what happens in the next chapter.
If there's a group of 5 of them, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Hey, and it's Mega Pokemon. What's it called? The Power Rangers thing that they turn into? The Megazord. Is that a thing?
I don't remember.
That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect.
That was a show.
Are you opening up more packs there, or are you just rustling rubbish?
Just organising, because my desk right now is chaos from last week, because apparently I didn't clear this up from a week ago. So I'm just there it is, just organising it a little bit.
Happy to be here.
But that's lovely. I love listening to this every single week, and and us talking about it, because it's a really nice to have the different parts of Pokemon. Not just from, like, for me, for example, I'm really into Pocket. We're both really into the games, but you've got the anime, you've got the manga, you've got
There's so much about it, man.
100%. And all the different games as well, like Channel and Mystery Dungeon. Oh.
Look how you just went to Pokemon Channel. Unreal.
Yeah, why not?
Nothing at all. She said all the other games. Pokemon Channel, GameCube. 2005, 2006.
So do you not Pokemon related right now, but talking to the GameCube, me and my little brother, we're doing a challenge. So he loves his challenge videos, right?
Okay.
And he wanted to play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that was
I got it. Never played that,
Yeah, my favorite Zelda. It is my favorite Zelda game, and I'm playing it, and we're playing it again now. And we're playing it randomizer, so there's no story. You just sort of get chucked on. You got your boat. You got all the things you need to, and it's who can complete it first, right? Who can clear the dungeons? But every chest has a random thing inside, so you have to go and find chests like in different things and platforms. And like one of them is like, oh my god, the Master Sword is just sitting there. But then in this other one where it's like a dungeon chest, it has 10 rupees, right? So it's really completely fun, random. And it is incredible. So I can't wait to do a challenge like that with you, with a Pokemon randomizer game or something like that, where we're just having a great time.
100%. Talking about favorite consoles and stuff. So at EUIC last time, whether they did the same thing again, they had every single OG games console, like home console on the Game Boy, not handheld, but Nintendo 64s, GameCubes of all the various games. So Pokemon Stadium was on there. Pokemon Stadium 2 was on there. Actually, I tell you a lie. They had Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow on, what was it? It was the Game Boy player. They used to sit at the bottom of the GameCube where you could play GBA games. They had the OG games on. Pokemon Coliseum was on the big TV screen there. And they had little mini challenges, if I remember, in them. So you could do Pokemon Stadium, but you had to do 3 Pokemon. Whoever won got a stamp, for example, on this like bingo card.
Wait, is this at Pokemon EUIC?
This is at Pokemon EUIC.
I am going to be in love with this event.
Me and Josh sat there and did the mini games in Pokemon Stadium. We did the mini games in Pokemon Stadium too.
Oh, yeah.
I played a little bit of Pokemon Coliseum, did a couple of battles on there. It's great fun. So that just even more stuff we can do. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be so good. Tomorrow, mate.
I know, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be unreal.
I can't wait. Honestly, I didn't know. Stop it. I didn't know that there was so much to Pokemon EUIC, because obviously I went there just in the foyer and I thought, oh, this is pretty much it, but it's not. There's so much to this event. I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. I can't wait, and I have to sleep for tomorrow.
I know you do.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
They also said there's like a Pokemon museum type thing that's going to be there, and if it's the same as last time, they basically had from the OG games, they had like these, I think it's in my one of my vlogs, I think, but they've got basically like every starter trio on a wall on this plaque from Kanto through to Paldea, and in a glass cabinet underneath it has the console that those Pokemon were on and the game cartridges there. So it was like 2 Game Boy colors with red and blue, yellow. Then it was gold and silver.
Game Boy Color. No, it wouldn't have been Game Boy Color. It would have been Game Boy. It would have been the Pokemon Game Boy. I think it was called the Pocket actually, but I'm not 100% sure.
The big chunky,
the green brick that had no color, because I had the original and it didn't have color.
So they had the turquoise one in there that had the color. So whether that might have been on Gold and Silver's one, perhaps.
Yeah.
Then it was the GBA and the SP for Hoenn. Gen 3 hype.
Oh,
DS, and you can see where I'm going, and it was just beautiful spotlights on it. Like, oh, mate, I can't wait for you to see this.
I can't wait.
Mate.
Our dopamine receptors in the evening are going to be shot.
Oh, yeah. You want to do a podcast in the night time? I'm going to be like, it's like 9 o'clock at night, like, Bradley,
Wingo!
We're going to watch Pokemon movies as well?
Mate, there's no way. Mate, we're going to turn it on and we're going to fall asleep with our Game Boys in hand next to each other like that.
Without a doubt.
To be fair, though, mate, if you snore, I might actually change it to two single beds because, look...
Should we get a live reaction? Should we get a live reaction? Rebecca, for the Babbers can hear, does PTM snore?
Yes, very loud.
Did you catch that?
Well, your noise suppression, well, not for me, but on your as I'm listening to this right now,
I'm sure you heard that,
Brad. You would have heard that, right?
And I'm not going to tell you what you said, so we'll leave it to a guess.
No, right? So if he said what you think he said, all right, get the twin beds, all right. So you can sleep peacefully. All right.
I might have to just pick up that fort tomorrow, or Anyway. So, Bradley, you wanted to do what we talked about, both of us doing, a tier set of our favourite Generation 1, top 10 Generation 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, so I've got it up on my screen now. I mean, how would you like to do this? Would you like to do it like we did last time so we can have our tier? Okay,
do it, yeah. And for those that are listening, we would love to hear your top 10 Pokemon from Generation 1. What are your favourite Generation 1 Pokemon? Top 10. What are yours? Perfectly on screen. Got you? Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Lovely. All right, cool. All right.
So regardless, it's in tiers, right? So what Bradley's showing on screen for those that are listening, he shares his screen, and we've got basically a tier list here. And you've seen a tier list before. It's like S rank, A, B, C through to D, right? And then it has every single sprite of all 151 Pokemon, right, including their Mega Evolutions in here too. With tier lists, you can drag them on, S tier, A tier, whatever. We're gonna just simply go top rows, top.
We're gonna put our 10 favorite. Now our 10 favorites are gonna be S tier, right? So we are gonna do our top 10 favorite, which are naturally gonna be S tier, right, for us because they're gonna be our favorite Pokemon. Now for the S tier, it doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be the best Pokemon, like logically. It needs to be the best Pokemon for us and who we feel are like the S tier. And just for everyone else to know, if we will be using this tier list more in this episode, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But S tier is our favorite in terms of like the biggest impact, the things that we think are the coolest, or maybe the moments for us that were really important. And maybe you guys feel the same. Maybe you feel different. Let us know. A tier would be for Pokemon that were really useful or really impactful to us. They were really, really good Pokemon, people that we would consider even having in our party, or maybe that we did have. B tier would be like, yeah, they're okay. They're I would go out my way to catch that Pokemon to have it in our Pokedex. And maybe they were super useful against a specific gym type that I wouldn't be opposed to having in our team.
Cool.
C tier was like, look. They're okay, right? Like they have their,
their qualities and various things, right? Somebody's favorite.
You look at them and you don't think it's another Zubat, right? Like it's C tier is like I'll have it in our box, or I'm not ecstatic that I'm fighting you, but okay, we'll get the experience. D tier, that is I just don't want to see another Zubat come onto my screen. Supersonic, my God, really? Okay, and I'm just now confused, right? So the D tier is like, I do not rate this Pokemon. I don't vibe with it. It's it's not for me. It might be for other people.
Look, every single Pokemon is somebody's favorite. That's the way you've got to look at it, right?
Exactly, right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be naming our favorite ones. So our top 10 from Generation 1.
Yeah.
And we're just going to see where it goes from there. Maybe we'll stop there. Maybe we'll go through a few of them. Who knows? But for now, just our top 10. So Pokemon Trainer Mike.
Are we taking turns here, yeah?
Yeah, so just looking at these Pokemon. I mean, I know where you're going to go straight away.
Of course.
Right.
First, no question, it's Lizardon. Charizard, 100%. Has to be.
He's in the Japanese name there.
I did, yeah. I got a bit excited, sorry. So yes, Charizard in there. Yeah.
Obviously, for me, there is no. Actually, first of all, I agree. I would definitely put Charizard in the S tier for so many reasons. I'm going to keep it to the game. I would do the same. I would say the same and incorporate the anime and say that the character arc and development of Charizard was incredible. But from the game itself, it just felt incredible to have a Charizard. And you know what? I remember because I picked Squirtle on my first one. I felt really, really good about having a Blastoise, but whenever I saw that Charizard, I was like, oh my god. That's epic.
Just echo everything that you've said. Yeah. Like, there's so much memory and nostalgia and love with him. It is. A lot of people think he's overused. I get it, but I just love him. I love him.
Yeah, but if you take away what everyone else is doing, and you just think about your own personal opinion, Charizard is an S tier. Like, it's hard
not to be, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so yours, Bradley?
There's no question for me.
It
has to be Ninetales. The reason for me for Ninetales was the original base card. Had such a big impact on me for some reason. I love the artwork, that sort of petroleum kind of background, similar to Flareon actually. The pearlescent.
Let me be a Harry Potter joke there.
Stop.
Okay, I will. Expecto. Right,
petroleum.
Hey.
There it is. So no, but absolutely majestic Pokemon, and further emphasized by the Alohan variation with the ice
Ninetales, man.
fairy. I think it is. Is it ice fairy?
Fairy. It most certainly is.
Incredible, and that just brought my love back for Ninetales. Obviously, you'll see in the background there is a Ninetales right there. Ninetales, and the Vulpix. I've got a few more that I need to add to that as well. Really majestic Pokemon. Love it.
Obviously Mega Kangaskhan, given the conversation we've just been having around X and Y there. Right, so my next one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's on a real mention. Snorlax.
Okay.
Love Snorlax. A lot of my decisions on teams, like anime influence.
Why is Snorlax for you an S tier? I'm not disagreeing, by the way.
No. He's got iconic moments on how you capture in various things. We're talking about the game, and he's a monster. Yeah, and he's a monster. Like, he's so bulky. His attack's ridiculous. Like, he's a big boy, as Bradley says.
Oh, he's a big boy.
And in the anime, Ash's Snorlax was just on another level of crazy. Like, he was just an absolute monster. Like, yeah, he was hyper beaming, he was ice punching in the Johto League, and they just made Snorlax just look amazing in all of his battles with Ash, and it just grew in us ever since then. If it was playing the game first and foremost, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. But when I saw the anime, it just given a new shade, given a new shade.
And that's okay. I mean, for me, I would say. By the way, would you agree with my take on Ninetales? Would you agree that Ninetales? Would you like? And it's okay if you wouldn't. But I'm curious.
Yeah, go on.
Where would have you put Ninetales? Because it might not have been S tier, because that's just my personal opinion. Where would you have put Ninetales? Just before I give you my thoughts on Snorlax. Like, if you were honest, and you were thinking about Ninetales and your personal opinion, your personal experience, where would you put Ninetales?
Probably A.
If you fit it in now, if you do it on your screen, and it'd be quite cool to maybe do that.
It would be an A for me, probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know, for Snorlax. Go on, no. Please.
No, that's all I was going to say. No, all I was going to say, it's a great Pokemon. A lot of people love Ninetales. I just never. I think the problem was for me, any fire type Pokemon playing Gen 1,
you're always comparing.
I didn't bat an eyelid against, because it was just versus Charizard every single time. So they never got the time really to shine, really. Yeah. And that's probably it. That's probably legitimately the reason why. Probably.
Yeah, it's also really difficult because Ninetales was also competing against, Arcanine, which was a pseudo-legendary in his own right, and Flareon, which, although Flareon was quite overshadowed by, I think back then, because you didn't have SPL number, and you had Vaporeon, though, and I think Vaporeon was quite a fan favourite. I also really like Jolteon, but Flareon for me was just, no question. But you would never pick Flareon because you had Charizard. So
this is it. Exactly. You've nailed it. You've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it.
So, moving to Snorlax, for me, my gut instinct was to say B tier. That's just my personal opinion. Now, what I will say is that Snorlax had a really good interaction. Okay, so he had one of the strongest sets of moves. And the reason why he had the strongest moves was because you had a combination of Curse, believe it or not, because Curse could be learnt by Charizard. You had Headbutt, you had Rest, and you had Sleep Talk, right? And these were the pinnacles of Snorlax because he had so much HP.
And or Body Slam as well.
Excuse me. Body Slam would be over Headbutt. Excuse me. So he had so much HP that you could get, and he was so slow anyway, that Curse was no problem. He would get attack and defense, sleep, and Rest and Sleep Talk, and would just... there weren't really any ghost Pokemon back in Gen 1, so Body Slam, and you're paralyzing as well. It was such a strong...
Crazy attack, wasn't it? It was great, man. It was great.
And then, we entered Gen 2, sorry, just really quickly here, where you had, like, Blissey, for example, and, you could go and do your weekly shop when, she got hit by a close combat, so it was,
That engine was wild, by the way, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and all that jazz. When you get they would be like...
Yeah, and you just sort of walk out, like, grab your shopping, get married, and then you can come back.
Go on, then your next one.
So next one. All right, for me, it's really hard not to put a Dragonite there at the moment. I'm just looking. I'm just big, area.
No way.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a few that come to mind. I'm gonna go with. You look at there's a few, right? There's a few. I'm trying to think of my top 10, right? So in my top 10, I have to put Blastoise.
There you go. I was about to say it's okay to put another starter on if that's...
I have to put Blastoise because that was my original. That was the first time I'd ever played Pokemon. I picked Squirtle, and Blastoise, I just felt safe. He was an absolute machine. He wouldn't go down. Doesn't matter if he got hit by a Thunderbolt. It doesn't matter if he got hit by anything. He would not go down. He would stay there for you,
big boy,
get a Hydro Pump, and wipe out the opponent. He was, he was the guy that I would bring out last in the Elite Four battles. He would be my ace. He would, I loved him. I loved him so much. And
don't disagree. He would be an S for me. Love Blastoise. Yep, totally agree with you.
Okay, now for next.
Shout out to Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y, by the way. I cannot wait for Pokemon ZE, Oh, my lord.
I can't wait to experience these in Pokemon X and Y.
Look at Mega Charizard X right now. Blue flames galore. Oh, it's beautiful.
I preferred the... No, I did prefer this one was my favourite one. Yeah, in a Pokemon Showdown, I think it was. Because it's not flying, it's dragon and fire.
Correct.
Or
is fire and dragon. Yeah, fire and dragon.
And I really like that because it actually combated the ice weakness, and water isn't super effective either because dragon has a resistance to it.
You've got it.
And you then have fairy, but it's like, well, actually he's fire as well. So it's...
Look at you,
Yeah, it was really good. Okay, so don't use a rock throw. Now for your next one, where are you being pulled towards?
Ooh.
So for in your next top 10 list,
there's a couple.
Yeah, but which one are you getting pulled towards first? That's the interesting question.
Vaporeon.
A fair. Now, do you want to talk us through as to why
Vaporeon?
So
not even anime references for Vaporeon. I know when I played my second playthrough, was it my first or my second? Maybe my second playthrough, I used Vaporeon for the first time. And I didn't realize how bulky Vaporeon was in terms of taking hits, like HP ridiculous. And then when I played
defense, it's a high defense and special defense more than HP. She had a very, very high special defense and defense. Yeah,
massive, man.
Yeah,
and I remember playing through. Was it Pokemon White 2? I think it was White 2, where there's this little in the big large city. There's a tiny little area where there has a very small portion of grass, and you can get an Eevee. It's a small chance, but you can catch Eevee in there. And I was like, watch that playthrough, because I wasn't sure what water type Pokemon I wanted. I was like, you know what, let's do Vaporeon again, because I haven't played it since Fire Red. And I used Vaporeon again, and I don't know, it's been on a couple of my teams, Vaporeon, and out of the three of them, it's my favourite. If I've had to pick between Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon, Vaporeon's my favourite. And yeah, there we are.
Yeah, that's fair, I agree with everything you're saying. For me, I would be probably putting all of the Eevee evolutions in A tier. That's just my personal. If I was being influenced by the artwork, I would 100% put Flareon in S tier, probably near the top of my S tier, just from my original base game.
I get it.
But yeah, I would definitely. They are respectable A tiers. I would be happy, and I would be wanting them to be in my party at least once in each playthrough. So completely respect that. Completely respect that.
Perfect. Go on then.
All right. Next, well, we of course have Rattata.
I've got my next one, and I want to see if you go to the same one. We'll see.
Well, okay, so there's Machamp is very much there.
Yep.
I've got a Magneton there. There's quite a few. There's Dragonite as well. So I will probably Alakazam though. So it's really difficult because Alakazam and Machamp are very, very, very. They're very much my S tier.
100%. Yeah,
but the Pokemon, and so we say with Pidgeot, actually, to be fair, like that is yeah. So, however, the Pokemon, that I am getting pulled towards the most right now, just because I've just seen them, and I've realized that this is for me, and always will be an S tier Pokemon, and it takes over the Machamp, which is where I was going to go. It's Magneton.
Okay.
Magneton for me, the reason why is it does have to do with the base TCG set as well. It really amplified my love for this Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then I used this Pokemon inside of the game, and I just loved it. I believe in the base game you do get Tri-Attack, but I'm not 100% sure. I think you do, and I think you have the chance to inflict freeze.
No, you do, because Audrey learns it too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I loved that move. Tri-Attack was just so cool, and there was a 10% chance of it being frozen, burnt, or paralyzed. And I just thought it was so cool, and that is 100%. You know, I don't think I used Pikachu in the original because I don't think I even got it. I don't remember, but Magneton. Big love, and that is why for me personally, I know it is not an S tier for a lot of people. I would be surprised if it was, but for me personally, it is.
It would be an A for me. It has been on my team before, though. I don't disagree. I think the fact that he has Tri-Attack and all this cool thing, plus he sounds amazing in the anime. The robotness behind it, Magneton. Oh, so good. A particular episode comes to mind where Mewtwo's fighting him in the, I think it's for a gym battle, and it sounds amazing. So good.
Yeah.
So good. There's no punching about it, Pikachu. Anime influenced. 100%. Like I've never used Pikachu in a team other than Pokemon Yellow. Be blunt, because I've never. Again, this is a hot take. Not keen on Raichu. Said it. Hot take. I don't not like him, but I'm not the biggest fan. And Pikachu just anime, just Ash, Pikachu, all the moments, all the battles, like. Even his last battle with Leon, where Pikachu's fighting Charizard, is the most spectacular animation I've ever seen in Pokemon. And it was just... I still remember in the Sinnoh League where he's fighting Latios and various other things.
Yeah, it's hard not to be influenced by all those moments. And I mean, Pikachu, exactly. I think it cannot be... It is like Charizard. It is an S tier, I think, for unilaterally.
He's the face of Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And plus, I've got plus. Sorry, just to finish, I don't mean to cut you off.
It.
The very end of it, my daughter Maisie, who's 1 year old, her comforter is this very tiny little sitting Pikachu plush. And she gets so excited about it all the time. I'm like, where's Pika? And she's like, Pika? And she's trying to find it. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And it's just made us love Pikachu even more now because of that. So it has to be yes for me for all those reasons.
Yeah,
go on then. Where would you sit for you?
There was an argument actually being made to never evolve Pikachu because there were, I think it was originally there were, so some Pokemon actually didn't get stronger when they were evolved. Pikachu and Raichu had a switch around with their stats. I just don't recall which one was stronger. I would imagine I think Raichu should have been stronger. So Pikachu was faster, I think, but there was some stuff that went on where it was like it wasn't actually as beneficial to evolve in one of the generations. I think it was the OG, as you would have thought, and obviously it got fixed later on with special attack. But Yeah, I mean, Pikachu, I will always love Pikachu from Pokemon Stadium, where if you surf, Pikachu will be on a surfboard, surfing or surf. Absolutely love it.
I love
Absolutely
that.
love it.
Very quickly, did you know there was a scrapped beta mon of Raichu was meant to have an evolution before Pichu was involved? It actually went Pikachu, Raichu, and then into a third Pokemon.
I didn't know that, no. Because Pichu was the original baby Pokemon as well, so...
So it's before Generation 2 happened with Pichu got involved, so it's before Pichu existed. Yeah. They went into Pikachu, Raichu, and then Raichu was suspected going to evolve into something called Gorachu, where it was kind of like this like spiky-looking, evilish-looking Raichu mouse. Well, that's probably why it got scrapped, right?
Wow, that would have been whoever designed that. Like,
it looks mad. I'll show you after. I'll show you after.
Yeah,
podcast.
show me after. But no, you wouldn't want it unless there was some law where they were going to push towards maybe Team Rocket capturing Pikachu and being.
Who knows?
You know, or one of the evil corporations then doing some manifestation of sort of evil evolving. You know, Team Snag'em or something.
Right, we've got 7 now. We've got 3 left, mate.
Okay. So I'm purposely going to be leaving out these legendaries, okay?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a bit. I would like to give a bit of love to some of the others. I do. It's really hard for me not to bring Machamp into this, and I feel like I kind of have to. But no. Are we going Pidgeot or are we going Pidgeotto?
Go on.
Yeah,
man.
No question.
Pidgeot.
Pidgeot. It's just such an iconic Pokemon for not just in the reasons of the anime, but because it's one of the first Pokemon that you actually catch in the routes. It is a Pidgey. And, I mean, obviously you got Rattata as well available. Spearow, not as common, but is there. Pidgeot is just, you know, it's the same level as Butterfree, you know, where you're just, it's iconic. And Pidgeot is a big boy. You know,
his sprite looks mint. It looks very so
strong.
Good.
Very strong Pokemon as well. So, no question, it was in all of our parties. I don't think anyone did not play with a Pidgeot at some point. Easy S tier.
Totally agree. Literally can't knock any of that. This will be last one. We've got one final pick each, haven't we? To close this out.
Yeah.
Mate, this is hard. So, Venusaur, Nidoking,
Gyarados.
He's on there as well. Alakazam.
Wait, what is that?
That's Mega Gyarados.
How did he get smaller?
It's just the sprite. He is not smaller. Oh, okay. It is just the sprite. But yes, Gyarados, Scyther.
Yeah. Mewtwo.
I mean... This is really hard. This is really difficult.
The Rolling Nuke.
The Rolling Nuke himself, indeed.
What do you pick here? What is your final pick for S tier? I mean, it's top 5, I guess, for both of us, right? So
there's too many to pick.
I mean, I know what I would go for, I think.
It's either going to have to be Venusaur or it's Venusaur, Nidoking.
Poliwrath is there as well. Oh my god.
It's really difficult.
Well, the thing is, we're doing our top 5 right now.
Oh, Gyarados or Lapras.
Yeah. So you know what? Do you want to do a quick fire? We would do this would be 10, right? But we got to do top 10 each.
All right.
So do you want a quick fire right now? Give me. You name me. So do one at a time, but we're going to do 6. Yeah, we're going to do 6, right? So you need to do 6. So give me one of your... Because you've got a few in your head, right? That you know you'd want in there. So
okay.
What have you got?
Venusaur,
right. No. Oh, that's Mega. Absolutely no disagreement. No disagreement whatsoever. I'm with you. I'll go next.
Go for it.
Okay. Machamp.
100%.
No question, right? Yeah, look at those arms.
Absolutely. Nidoking.
Yeah. Completely respectable, and that was
third row.
Yeah, and that was Giovanni had it was Rhydon. Yeah, did have an Nidoking.
But it's how fast you could actually get it, right? So you would level up an Nidorino to like level 16 or something.
16 or 17 and 27, I think was, or 28.
You get a Moonstone.
Or 30.
So you get a Moonstone and...
That's Nidoqueen, right?
No, both of them do it. Nidorino and Nidorino Evolve. So you go through Mamoon, get a Moonstone, and then you'd have a Nidoking at level 16 with one gym badge.
You would not want to do that though, because you wouldn't learn. Oh wait, actually no. He only had Nidorino had a Horn Drill, I think it was. But that was the only one that you missed, right?
That's right. So you would learn Thrash upon evolving, and then it just opened up even more moves he could learn. It was sick, man. It was so good. Your next one?
Yeah. So I will go with. I mean, for me personally, Alakazam. I mean,
great shout. Couldn't agree with you more.
No. All right, you got next one. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 13. We have got 4 each. We've got 4 each left.
Okay, Gyarados.
Yeah, I was going to go there, 100%.
Like, Red Gyarados, like, as soon as...
Silver.
Just, good lord. Like, what more do you say? What more do you say?
And how that little Magikarp, that useless Magikarp turns into... I'm sorry, look, I'm not going to knock Magikarp, but let's be real.
It's just sick, isn't it?
Then to go into something so monumentally incredible.
Insane, isn't it? Absolutely
Dragonite. Insane. Dragonite has to be... I mean, honestly, for me...
Yeah.
For me, okay. I think... Like Dragonair was just so cool. It was such a cool Pokemon for me.
Mate, if that's what's drawing your eye, lock it in.
Nah.
No, you're Dragonating it. It's beautiful. Like, I totally agree. Look at that. Puff the Magic Dragon. It's an absolute monster. It's an absolute monster.
He was so happy as well, and he was really protective in the anime as well, right?
Even with Ash's Dragonite, it was just all love. Oh Christ!
So I mean, what are we looking at right now? So I mean, I'm kind of looking at Butterfree. I don't think I'm going to put Butterfree there, but it's so iconic. I was looking at Aerodactyl. Obviously,
have you put Alakazam in? You have, haven't you?
I have. Yeah.
I'm just trying to add. I'm doing it on my screen as well, so I can see.
Yeah.
Is it my pick now? Or is that your pick?
It is your pick. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So you got 2 more, I think.
Ooh.
I think we both got 2 more, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, so we've both got
2 more.
3 more.
Mm.
Yeah, 3 more. All right, we're fine. We're laughing. We're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 more. Easy. Each.
Drawn. Right, Lapras.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. I had a feeling.
Love Lapras.
Iconic. Level 40 from that surfing place.
I mean, just Ash's Lapras. It's just a bulky. It's just also water and ice.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's really cool. Really cool. Yeah.
I'm surprised you brought that though, because you went like Vaporeon. So it's actually, I might go Flareon. I don't know if I will. I actually really did love Weezing as well. It doesn't get enough love, this Pokemon. Very tanky. Very, very, very tanky. I think for me, if I was going to go, I mean, someone's got to do it. No, actually, I wouldn't rate Mewtwo as an S Pokemon. Not for me. Not for me personally. Not for me. I understand why it would be.
Okay. Yep.
I'm really close with Starmie here. I'm really close with putting...
We'll do it then. It's pick your favourites. Pick your favourites.
I'm just making sure that that would be my... Oh, Hitmonchan. Oh my god, Hitmonchan. 100% Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. Incredible. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Fair.
Hitmonchan. As soon as I picked it out, we had Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan from the Millionth City, was it?
Saffron City Dojo.
Saffron City.
Yep.
Yeah, Dojo.
That's it.
I was like, what? I get this Pokemon and I can learn Thunder Punch and Fire Punch and Ice Punch. And I was just like, oh my god, this is so cool.
It is sick, like.
I was so excited.
I mean, I picked him on Lee, so I wouldn't even experience that, so, yeah.
No,
yeah.
You're just kicking him
towards. Kicking everyone.
Did you ever... No. Did you ever use a high jump kick on a ghost Pokemon?
Probably, yes, and instant KO, probably.
It's the incredible interaction where it's like, it doesn't affect it. You just Hitmonlee just
keeps going and hurts himself.
Yeah.
How many have I got, friend? 2 or 1?
You got 2. You got 2 more.
Right, I'm looking at Electabuzz and Jolteon at the moment now.
Both respectable.
Ooh.
Both respectable.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going off Sprite alone here at the moment. Both sprites are beautiful. I love the Gen 5 engine.
Nature Buzz was a lot stronger than people thought as well.
Buzz. Is it Jolly on Electabuzz? I don't know. Yeah, Bobby's watching this and going, pick Jolly on.
I mean, you've already got Vaporeon, right? So, I mean, not that you couldn't. I'm
gonna do Electabuzz.
Fair, and a solid pick.
What kind of anime cry is that? Unreal.
So Electabuzz. Oh, he's that cool.
Right, yeah, go on, then.
A great Pokemon cry. A great Pokemon cry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Yeah, I've got 2 more. Next one's got to be Starmie for me.
Yep, lock it in.
Gotta be incredible. It was beautiful. The sprite was just incredible. And also it had Psychic, I think. It actually learned Psychic, which is really, 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 really impressive. Because I didn't have the Alakazam, or Kadabra's obviously just kept going away. I think I had to trade for my Abra. I don't remember. But yeah, Starmie for sure.
Is this my last one?
It is your last one. This is the final of your top 10. Kind of puts us near the end of our S tiers, actually. You know, I'll save this. That'd
be a good thing.
So we can
ride on.
Yeah.
Ride on. Took a while to get evolved, but once he was there, I love. And then Rhypheria. Oh my lord, love Rhydon.
Well, that's not Generation 1, but yeah, Rhydon with because you could learn 2 one-shot KOs. You could learn Fissure and you could learn Hornrill.
Correct. Yep. Your last tier.
The very final pick. Okay, I'm going to have to do this because I think it's only right.
Go on.
Now, I might not have been used in the final team, but the final S tier for me has to be
Butterfree.
And that's heavily anime influenced.
I don't disagree.
You get it so early. Back then, I didn't know how weak defensively she was, but upon evolving, you go from a Pokemon that just knows Harden and String Shot and Tackle, to a Pokemon that learns Stun Spore, Poison Spore, and Sleep Powder, Poison Powder and Sleep Powder straight away.
Gust, Confusion, Psybeam, and various other things, right?
Was a phenomenal utility Pokemon and was super fast, so would always go first. Later on, in different generations, she actually does learn a really good
Quiver Dance.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
that's what I was going to lead to. Quiver Dance, and then you got it, and of course it got its own G-Max form in Pokemon Sword and Shield. G-Max Butterfree. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Gigantamax. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, so there we go, guys. So this is basically what I would say is Pokemon Trainer Mike and I's top 10 Pokemon from Generation 1. For Pokemon Trainer Mike, you have got Charizard, Snorlax, Vaporeon, Pikachu, Venusaur, Nidoking, Gyarados,
Lapras, Electabuzz, and
Rhydon.
On Venusaur as well, sorry.
Yeah, there you go. So you got Charizard, Snorlax, and Charizard,
look at
Snorlax,
that team.
Pikachu, Vaporeon, Nidoking, Gyarados, Lapras, Electabuzz, and Rhydon, and Venusaur. And then for my top 10 would be Ninetales, Blastoise, Magneton, Machamp, Pidgeot, Alakazam, Dragonite, Hitmonchan, Starmie, and Butterfree.
We love our evolved Pokemon, don't we? Not many pre-evolved Pokemon on that tier list, is there?
I mean, there isn't, you know, but hey.
That was fun, mate. That was a lot of fun.
I love that.
And I'd love to hear those that are listening. I would absolutely love... No hate, by the way. Everyone has their own favourite Pokemon, right? But I would love to hear...
your top 10?
Exactly. Yeah. I would love to hear your top 10. Let us know in the comments. I really, really would. So, Bradley, our shout-out for this week...
Yes.
Is
Pokemon or the YouTuber of your... that you just want to give some love to, and that you want to give a shout out to.
Absolutely. So this week's shout out goes to Busy Bara Breaks. So Busy is a wonderful lady on YouTube who does lots of Pokemon content, lots of gameplay videos as well. She does a lot of streaming of, I think she just did Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remaster on GameCube. What a game, that's a great game, by the way. Which is so lovely. She's so down to earth. She's got such a lovely voice that I reckon if she did bedtime stories, she would send you to sleep immediately. People have insomnia. ask Busy to do a bedtime story, you'll go to sleep. She's just so lovely. She's just so lovely. So we'll give a lot of love. So shout out to Busy Power Breaks. Go subscribe. Give us a lot of love. And yeah, all the best, Busy. There you are. There you are.
Lovely.
There you are. And I think, Bradley, that's us, my friends. And I'm going to see you tomorrow at EUIC.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And guys, just a reminder, we will be live. If you are listening to this, we will be live on Sunday, probably Sunday, I think, from EUIC, where we'll be doing a whole tour of the entire event. Me and Brad will both be there. Mike's attached, and you'll see us there. We'll open some packs. It'll be a lot of fun. So watch out for that stream on Sunday. That should already be scheduled at this point. Should already be scheduled. With that, Bradley, do you have anything else to say to the Babas?
Well, this has been a lovely podcast episode, and as a wise man once said, I'm just happy to be here.
There he is. There he is. There he is. Thank you, Bradley. Thank you very much, my friend, as always. And thank you for listening and watching, as you always do. Everyone, please like, comment the video, smash a rating, or comment to us on any of the listening platforms you might be hearing us on, if you've enjoyed tonight's podcast. And with that, we will see you in the next one. Thank you for listening and watching, as always. Ta-ta for now.
See you later, guys.
Boom! Oh,